Well, this is how our Utes will line up, with Kim Jane and Mason Barbera on the front row, and those are two drivers that have had some history in this championship, so turn one should be interesting to say the least. Cedars and Hansford, that's your championship leader off the inside of row 2, and the guys that missed out on making it into the top 10, but should be interesting to watch the teammate battle between Amin Charter and Brucey Oaklands. Steve Wilson, who's been doing every round this year, doing a really good job. And good to see the grid has swollen up to 17 cars this week, which is what we want to see. Hopefully we can get it back over 20, because this is obviously a category with a great history. The pole sitter has gone on to win race 1 and the round every year here since 2008. So pole position counts. And Ford haven't won here since 2009. So everything at the moment is pointing towards Kim Jane. Can he convert a pole position to a round win? He couldn't do it at Phillip Island. What has he got in store for us at Winton? We're set for a start, the Utes. Lights go out, and Kim Jane has got a great start. Oh, but he bogs it down, finding second, and Barbera draws level. That was the perfect shot to see who had the best start, and neither's going to give up here. Barbera wins it into the first corner. That's huge. Oh, yeah, there's trouble. Big time trouble in the back. Danny Bazadzik facing the wrong way with Luke Spalding. And
it's good to see them all back and running. That wall's very close, as we alluded to yesterday in practice.
Cedars has got a bad start here. He started 3rd. Here he is fighting for 7th at the moment. So not what he wanted. He manages to make that stick. So he actually got the 6th there. He needed it. Through turn 5, he's fighting with the 2014 champ, Chris the Killer Walton.
Cedars did get a bad start. I was watching that there. He just didn't get the jump. He looked like he got taken by surprise with that light going out. Everybody else jumped. Kim Jane got a cracking reaction time there, but obviously that first to second change, he might have just tried to rush it, and it obviously allowed Barbera to get that run on him down in turn 1. He was able to just stick around that outside, and he was on the inside for the next corner here.
A lot that goes into getting it right. We're right on board with Kim Jane. It's a tough track, this one, because it's a left-right. There's no huge advantage either side of that front row, is there?
No, there's not. You know, like, I guess the only difference is there, if you're on the inside, which is the pole position side, you're guaranteed a clean line into turn 1, but generally they sweep the track between races, so if you can just hold that line around the outside coming into turn 1, you're in the perfect spot for that turn 2, 3 complex to get back in front.
Oh, this is tight. Nathan Pretty, second in the points. Oh, he's worked this beautifully.
Yes.
Hansford's wild and out of control nearly at the exit of 2. And they might both get him. We're right on board with the South Aussie, Craig Dontis. And there's nothing Hansford can do about this. Gone.
Oh, wide.
Gee, that was a lot of understeer. And look at Cedars trying to pounce on this. If he can go the long way around turn 5, it'll be a very impressive move.
Oh, he's giving it a go. See where he ends up through here. No, it just tightens up there on the exit, and he's going to get swamped by Walton.
Walton read the play beautifully then. Cedars, in trying to pass one, loses one. Nearly 2 with Jared McLeod in this fight.
I mean, he had to have a go. He had such a good run, and Hansford and Dontis just slowed up quite a lot. Obviously, Dontis had that big slide going into turn 4 after getting up the inside of Hansford, and he had to have a go, otherwise he was going to obviously back off and give Walton a run. So you know, it's one of those things, nice and close there.
Good move, Jeremy Gray. Up the inside as Jeremy passes Jared. Let's check out the replays of the start. Let's just watch the gear change from first to second.
Yeah, you could just hear it there on the rev limiter. It didn't quite get it cleanly, and that's all it took for Barbera to make it up the inside.
And a lot of respect there from Kim Jane.
Yep.
He could very easily have got into the left rear there. Wow, so what about Cedars, who was actually side by side with Hansford for second? At this point, how did it all go so horribly wrong for him?
I think maybe, there we go. They both just...
in the background, that's where Bazadzik and Sporting went around. Tim Murphy did a good job to avoid that. On board with Bruce Oaklands.
Whoa.
He did a nice job evading that. So Cedars kind of got hung out to dry a little bit by Hansford.
He did.
Right there, Hansford got the inside curb.
They didn't really touch, so... Well, that was very close there.
Yeah, Dave Murphy did a really good job evading that. Let's just watch this again. In the background, right over the left-hand frame. Oh, yeah, okay. Spalding launching Bazadzik into the air.
Just wheel on wheel there. Obviously, the rear wheel just running over that front wheel, which had a little bit of right-hand lock on, which exposes the back side of that wheel. Tripped over it. Not too dissimilar to a go-kart when it goes up in the air over over one of the wheels, or a sprint car for that matter. Similar sort of situation there, and ended up spinning around and backing it into that, luckily, that nice soft tyre wall there.
This is the battle for the lead. And Kim Jane, after getting that pole position, is forced to be patient here.
He's got some speed on there. He's caught up. There was a little gap there to Barbera before, but he's actually, I think he's a little bit quicker. It's just a matter of getting around now.
Here the front tyres complaining. Good crowd over the left-hand side there on the hill. That's where I watched you race from earlier today in the Toyota 86s. It was a great spot to watch racing. It's not a real bad seat here at Winton.
Yeah, you're nice and close to the action. And all on the left-hand side here, on the inside of this left-hand sweeper, turn 5. Really good spot to watch. You can get nice and close to the action there.
We've heard no word out of race control as to whether or not anyone's getting any penalties or anything from the opening stanza of this race as of yet. So no fight. Oh no, the series leader is off. Now I imagine he's going to try and rejoin here, back where he was when Scott Pye tried that in the supercars. The last round at Barbagallo, they didn't smile too friendly down on that move.
No, but I think generally that rule there is, you know, they say in the driver's briefing that obviously if it all goes pear-shaped through the sweeper and that's all you can do, you must rejoin safely. I think that's okay. If he was to go straight across and join to the back straight, that would be definitely frowned upon, and he would definitely get a penalty from that.
He's gone early.
Yeah, just obviously going into turn 5, way too hot.